All right. What's good, world? So I was getting tagged in this post on Twitter that was saying, what if these players were added to these teams to make these trios? One of them being Kobe on the Bucks, Larry Bird on the Lakers, Michael Jordan on the Nuggets, and Shaq on the Warriors. But I was like, what if I just added one legend to every team? I've done this before, but the years, new rosters every single year, and I don't add the same play. You get it. It's a new thing every year. So from the jump, I personally added Scottie Pippen to the Philadelphia 76ers. I feel like he brings the perfect thing to this team. He fills the role that Jimmy Butler left 5 years ago. Kevin Garnett to Chicago. They've been needing a defensive interior god tier big for a minute now. And this is an MVP dominant force who might be able to, bring this team to a playoff spot in this stacked league. Carmelo Anthony, the Cavs, there's not much to really improve with this team, both in real life and more importantly, the game. They're insane in the video game. But if there's anything, it's a small forward, and Melo and Donovan will have to share some touches, but he fits the team pretty well. Steve Nash to Boston. If there's anything that Boston can really be critiqued for, I guess on a paper stance, is that maybe playmaking. They don't have like a Chris Paul or something out there. Drew Holiday played a lot of shooting guard minutes for a lot of his years in New Orleans. Steve Nash can put things on a platter for everybody on the Celtics. Moses Malone to the Clippers, multiple-time MVP champion. Not really too much to say nor gripe about here. Hakeem Olajuwon to the Memphis Grizzlies. They get more of like a go-to scoring threat. I remember in 2022 they had one of the ugliest playoff series I've ever seen against Minnesota on both ends, like both teams. I feel like Hakeem could bring somewhat of a system to the offense for good. Bill Russell to the Hawks was like the most seamless fit on here, honestly, because they need defense. Bill Russell is basically just Clint Capella, Onyeka Okongwu, and Craig. Dirk Nowitzki to the Heat as well, because Kelly Olynyk, Josh McRoberts, and Myers Leonard was like their default power forward role they went to for years. Dirk is just that times 10 and the perfect fit next to Bam Adebayo. Will Chamberlain to the Hornets. He keeps the culture of where, he has a lot of off-the-court priorities, so, don't want to mess up a good thing in Charlotte. They also aren't good, so they get the best player possible, and they can keep that run and gun style they got with LaMelo Ball. Allen Iverson, people might be trying to spit on him from the nosebleeds in Utah, but hopefully he can invoke a culture switch and go out there and get some buckets. Tim Duncan, I felt like was perfect in Sacramento, because in this big man dominant league, you're going to need a defensive big man. They kind of lack that with Sabonis not being the best at that. He brings what Sabonis doesn't, and I feel like they could complement each other well. Also, I don't know why I forgot to mention this earlier, but yeah, everybody's 19 years old, so they don't instantly regress immediately. And, they're all going to be staying on their teams. There's no contracts, free agency, whatever. Okay. Hey, yo, before I go any further, I want to thank NBA Infinite for sponsoring this video. NBA Infinite is the new free PvP basketball game where you can collect stars to build your dream NBA team and form your own dynasty. You could challenge your guys with the 1v1, 3v3, and 5v5 with the multiplayer functionality on this game, or you could even play in 3-point contests and 11-point games. Each star has their own unique, exclusive, and dominant skills, so you can throw the perfect pocket pass or hit a buzzer beater all from the comfort of your phone. You just open some packs, bring some legendary players together, and try and build a dynasty to run at the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy. And you can get as intricate as you want with this, because you could upgrade your coaching staff to get better on offense and defense. And following the hype of the game, Karl Anthony Towns will grace the game as the cover athlete, and well-known veteran announcer Mark Jones will provide play-by-play commentary while you play the game. So if you want to play and compete anywhere with anyone, make sure to click the link in the description to download NBA Infinite. Get tapped in with NBA Infinite today. Thank you to NBA Infinite for sponsoring this video. And now to get back into the video. Dr. J to the Knicks. I feel like this is just OG Anunoby times, whatever. Just an elite slasher, defender, scorer. Yeah. Chris Paul to the Magic. I like this one a lot because it brings some leadership to an Orlando team that's already thriving in real life, at least compared to expectations of the past few years. They're also pretty bad at three-point shooting in real life, so he brings some of that. David Robinson and the Mavericks. I feel like I don't even need to explain this one. You could argue positionally they could use a forward more, but if you have an opportunity to get one of the greatest bigs of all time that actually would fit next to these type of guys, you go for it. Jerry West to the Nets. Honestly, who the hell knows? He's a bucket getter type of guy, and Brooklyn didn't have much going for them in the backcourt. Just to mention, yeah, even though I didn't make the ones that I took from the Twitter post, Michael Jordan on the Nuggets is going to be nuts. T-Mac to the Pacers. And I looked at Indiana, I'm like, I feel like they could use a more go-to scoring threat from the wing. Pascal definitely accomplishes that in real life, but for this league, you could probably use another one. So Tracy McGrady probably fits that need. Magic Johnson, the Pelicans. Just imagine he runs down the court and throws a between the legs, behind the back lob to Zion. I hadn't done this yet, but yeah, I'm gonna make CJ McCollum back to a shooting guard, because they didn't necessarily have like a incredible primary playmaker. If anything, in real life right now, they've been experimenting with Zion as that. Kareem to the Pistons. God bless your soul. I don't know. Just try. Dwight Howard to the Raptors. For one, yes, I actually boosted boosted Dwight up a few overalls. 2K pisses me off with always making him a 93. I feel like he should be better than that. Anyways, I feel like they tend to have center woes. And well, we're picking from the greatest players of all time, and a lot of them tend to be centers. So there you go. Houston's got a pretty seamless one. You get more of a primary scoring threat with Dominique Wilkins. Just basically give him Jalen Green's touches, and you might have a conference finals appearance. Oscar Robertson to San Antonio. I had already put Chris Paul in the Magic. I think he would have been a really good fit here as well, but Oscar Robertson, obviously one of the most stat-stuffing players of all time. Next to Victor. Can't really go wrong. Needed a point guard. There you go. And good scorer as well. Great scorer at that. It might be even better fit than Chris Paul, considering how much the Spurs need, and he's probably, especially in 2K, I don't know. Chris Paul's pretty good in 2K too. Anyways, Bill Walton to the Suns. Once again, center to a team that's going to need a center. Vince Carter, the Thunder. I like this one a lot. When I thought of this team, I'm like, okay, who could take over Josh Giddey's role? And I was like, screw it, Vince Carter. Yeah, that's probably work. Not known for defense, but they're already a pretty great defensive team, and he gives you another offensive weapon. Let's be honest, the Thunder don't really have many weaknesses as is. Timberwolves. When I thought of this team, I'm like, well, even though Mike Conley's 19 years old now, I'm like, Mike Conley a little bit older, a little bit past his prime. Who could basically replace Mike Conley and be a better Mike Conley? Isaiah Thomas, prime OG IT from the original Pistons. Hopefully, he can keep the upward trend of the Timberwolves going forward. Karl Malone was banished to Portland. Good luck, and another good luck actually to Dwayne Wade, who honestly, yes, I was going in order of the rosters and adding players on, and I guess I wasn't trying to make some teams too overpowered, and other teams I was trying to give them the best player. Dwayne Wade kind of fell in the middle, and well, he fell all the way to the end to Washington. And as you could also notice, aside from Chris Paul, who I guess technically, actually, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of you from the Warriors. Sorry, buddy. Or you know what? Chris Paul is gonna be the one player in the league who's old, just because I added him in the league again, just because he's really old in real life. I know LeBron is too, but LeBron's still a 96. You know who else is old that I realized that I didn't make old? It's man, Udonis Haslem. Like I literally just did this, went and made the players all young as possible, and I just didn't do it long enough for Udonis, who retired, to get to 19. You know what? Whatever. I'm rambling. Anyways, let's get to simulating. I actually turned off the trade deadline for some reason, and I might have turned off trades too. I'm not gonna lie. They were, look at what they were doing to David Roddy. Why did this not like register in my mind for a while? Jesus, David Roddy, are you all right? I don't even know why it's talking. Why did Alec Burks get $56 million? Bro, what was going on with David Roddy? It's every single day of the season. I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. But yeah, I actually have contracts off, so I'm not even sure why they're re-signing players. But anyways, screw it. Let's just see the award races. Luka is still #1 in the MVP race. I guess that kind of makes sense because I didn't give him someone that would take a bunch of his touches. Carmelo is actually #2, and then Trae Young, Kevin Garnett, and Bill Russell. Cavs, Hawks, and Sixers are top 3 in the East, and Clippers, Mavs, and Thunder are top 3 in the West. That Moses Malone edition is doing numbers. I only said the top 3 because I want to wait until the playoffs. We're like a month away before I say the whole thing. Luka is my MVP. Maybe in real life too. Screwed. I don't know. Victor, Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook, 6th man. Bill Russell, DPOI. Kobe White, Most Improved. Since I started from the jump again, it's interesting to see that he's literally averaging worse numbers in this than he had averaged years ago. But all right. Dr. J, Clutch Player of the Year. Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year. Looks like the Bill Russell. You know, Hawks are usually pretty good in 2K anyways, but it looks like the Bill Russell thing is working magic over there. First team, Luka, Karl Malone, Jokic, Wilt, and KG. Second team, Melo, Kobe, T-Mac, Embiid, and Trae Young. And third team, Irving. Wow, I was about to say Irving and then Magic, but then that would have just sounded like Irving Magic Johnson or Irvin Magic, whatever. Hakeem, Oscar, and Michael. Shout out to the Thompson twins. I saw them on the rookie teams. They're just interesting as hell to watch. Like you guys can never hit threes. I really won't care. Shoot, you ain't on my team. Hawks and Clippers both tied at 62 and 20 respectively in their conferences for #1 seeds. And I guess screw it. Move the play-in teams the hell out the way. I don't know. Yeah, get the play-in the hell out of here. Whatever. Damn, I just saw the Lakers got eliminated in the play-in, as they were the 7th seed and lost twice. Our first series L is crazily enough going to be a sweep of the Milwaukee Bucks with Kobe Bryant. Kobe, Dame Lillard, Giannis, as Giannis just hit a 3, are going to lose to Scottie Pippen, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey of the Philadelphia 76ers. That is the first series down. It looks like the Bucks depth was just terrible because Kobe had 41 and 44 minutes in this game. Giannis 30 and 12. And it looks like the Knicks are actually going to, I believe, upset. I have to double check after this game, but I believe they're going to upset Chicago, which actually, hey, I hopped in here for the aesthetic purposes, but you definitely about to see me simcast out right now because they about to start fouling and everything. Yeah, get me the hell out of here. But yeah, the Knicks beat Chicago, get Kevin Garnett and them out of there. Dr. J with the Knicks. Not too much of an upset. The Knicks were the 5 seed and Chicago was the 4th seed, so nothing too crazy. That series was 4-1 New York, by the way. Don't know why I just tweaked out and forgot to jump in, but the Thunder have lost to the Grizzlies. Vince Carter and OKC lose to Ja Morant and Hakeem Olajuwon. This one was also a 5-game series, 4-1 in favor of Memphis. Low-key, the upset's just saying I kind of built these teams pretty evenly. I'm not gonna lie. Also, some of the teams that were like crazy crazy souped up by the Twitter post I don't even know where they are. For reference, for what I got on the screen right now, the Cavs are actually low-key making a comeback against the Melo at 31-14 and 14. They were down 3-0, now they're down 3-2. The team who wins this should be no surprise, the Mavericks. They were the 2 seed. Luka had 50, he was the MVP, but Karl Malone and the Blazers actually made it into the playoffs. Screw, we got a close game, so I'll watch it real quick. The Nuggets are up 3-2 on the Suns. They are, I want to say, the 4th seed and the Suns are the 5th seed. And this is Michael Jordan, the Nuggets. This is the only team I want to say that had a player. Oh no, the Warriors are still in it too, but from that, you know, from the Twitter posts that are still here, them and the Warriors. I haven't discussed the Warriors' fate yet, but Michael Jordan hits the pull-up jump shot about 2.2 seconds ago. Devin Booker back up the other way. He'll pump fake and take a floater. That's good. A pretty tough shot. Jamal Murray back up the other way. The pin down screen or whatever, just pick and roll by Michael Jordan. Okay, looks him off. Now back up to Jordan, guarded by Kevin Durant. Michael doing a few between the legs, looking like that one Larry Bird series, and he drops the ball, picked up by Kevin. KD down by 1, back up the other way. Now they are down in this series. Pass down and Eubanks will dunk it down. And now they are up 1-0 while down 3-2 in the series. They need this game to stay alive. Jordan with the half spin, step back. That's good. D-Book to the right, stop, step back, pump fake. That's another one. Good God. Jamal Murray pump fakes down to Michael. Michael with a, bro, these floaters they are hitting are nuts. Hey, I will say this is a very, very insane year in 2K for floaters. If you have a my player, you know what? Let's go on a tangent for a second, right? I made a my player today, a new one. Now it's only because I had 600,000 VC on my account that I hadn't used it. I didn't buy any new VC. I haven't bought VC in months, and I was like, you know what? And I posted a picture on Twitter of it. This right here is my new my play. Mid everything. I started off with a base level of 75 for everything. You see the caps on the top. Everything only. My highest attribute is an 83 rebound and an 81 steal. 6'9", small forward. I'm a rebounding wing. And these were my comparisons. Lamar Odom, OG Anunoby, and Jimmy Butler. And you know what? I got on this build. First game, I had 24, 11, and 6. First game. I've had some other games too, but I've only played like 3. Honestly, and I unironically like the build. Why? It was a halfway troll, halfway, oh, this can do everything. Let me try it. So stupid. Devin Booker will go right. Pump fake, go down. Bill Walton with a dunk. I halfway forgot he was on the team. Man, Drew Eubanks was just dunking 3 seconds ago. All right, one last chance for Denver to end the series. Well, I mean, not one last chance, but, you know, they'll have another one next game. All right, anyways. Michael will, like, slip to the basket, pass down to him, guarded by Brad Beal in the post, baseline, one-on-one. Michael Jordan, pump fake, goes back up. He misses the shot, and that will be a game Phoenix keeps their series alive. Season as well, more importantly, actually. Whatever, shut the hell up. 43 from Kevin Durant in 42 minutes. Jordan had 34 in 34 minutes. I also have foul outs off, so, yeah, whatever minutes they play, that's just, yeah. I mean, he obviously didn't foul out. He just took the last shot. Once again, shut the hell up. Jokic, 5 for 16? That's not a good sight if you lose by 1 and Jokic shot 5 for 16. Cavs force a game 7 against the Heat after being down 3-0. Melo had 47, 17, and 10. Now, this is one I hadn't even discussed yet. Tracy McGrady, who, by the way, never made it out the first round in real life, just random anecdote, is going to make it out the first round in this as the 8th seed, defeating the 62-win Atlanta Hawks. They were up 3-1, lost the game, and they're going to win in 6. T-Max getting MVP chance right now at the free throw line. We joined an intimate moment with him in the crowd right now. Intimate might be a wild word. Anyways, Patty Mills, can you save the team? Hit a 20-point shot. He's not even going to shoot. Okay, pretty sure you just got waived by the Hawks or something recently. So, I mean, I made these rosters literally like 6 hours ago, so I'm not sure how he's still there. Trae Young had 44, but that's it. That's season for them. Yeah, that fluke record. Atlanta's been illuminated. Wow, dumb as hell. And screw it, I'm gonna say before I even jump in, the Clippers were also down 3-1 in the first round, and they are also the first seed, in case you forgot. They fought back and they're now down 3-2, but they're still fighting. Yeah, screw it. It's a 3-point game with 128 to go. It's game 6. The Warriors can end the series, but the Clippers are up by 3, and they have the ball, and they have a bunch of options. Shoot, but it is Shaq in the Warriors, who, yes, I'm not sure. I mean, well, no, I'm sure why they're the 8th seed, because the Warriors really aren't that good outside of Curry this year, and I guess Kuminga. Oh my good, they passed it right to Dre. I'm not gonna lie, that is definitely the 2K IQ feature, because he just read that like a book. Now, I'm not gonna say the IQ feature really means a lot in this game, but oh yeah. And then they got Clay on Kawhi. Good matchup. Clay's probably still got got good 2K ratings on defense. Steps through, blocked by Shaq. Clay gets the board. They're rallying to try and get the lead. Curry back out, and Kawhi. Oh, you know that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I said it a second ago. That is definitely the Kawhi bully badge. Hello. That is definitely a 2K pass perception, IQ, something like that feature. Defensive IQ. Oh my, Shaq just went right past Zubac. I'm not sure why the hell they got Plumlee and Zubac in, but not Moses Malone. Hell, he's not even trying to sub in. Oh, no. Moses isn't. He's in the corner guarding Andrew Wiggins as the third big man, or well, he's guarded by Andrew Wiggins. Anyways, Paul George, he will, go to the post against Curry, pass down to Moses. Moses double teamed, and they're going to force a jump ball with him and Wiggins. Now, obviously, he'll probably win, but they have 4 seconds left in the shot clock. So, yeah, they have to figure out offense. And here we go. Oh, Clay taps it up. Moses gets it. Moses fights for it. Over to Kawhi. Kawhi fader, and that is good. Kawhi Leonard. That's who bails you out with 4 seconds to go, probably. Probably one of the 10 people that ever choose to do that. Curry pump fakes back out to Wiggins. You better not shoot no damn three. No, they made Wiggins shoot it, and he hit it. Can I see what Wiggins' 3-point shot is this year? I know it's a 0. Show me. 78? Did he start getting good again? I don't know. 78's not that great, though. But, I mean, hey, it's good enough to hit that. Shoot. All right, tied game, 11 seconds to go. Paul George will drive to the basket, back left, guarded by Clay into the post, and he will miss the little floater. The Warriors do not have a timeout. Clay is going to put up a full court shot, and that is rimmed in and out, and they're going to overtime. Paul George bumps left, back right. They're down, or no, they're up actually with a minute to go, and Paul George will hit the floater around the rim shot, you could call it. I don't know. It's a floater, and by theory, it floated. 55 seconds to go. Curry will get the screen on the left side from Shaq, and he'll pass it down to Shaq, gets it around Moses, who kind of just froze. Curry's also got insane pass accuracy, and Clay's all interesting. Clay's pressing full court, but nobody else is. That's kind of cool. I know he's tired as hell from that, though. Anyways, Paul steps back for 3, and that is good. Paul George takes a 6-point lead, trying to force that game 7. Clay back out to Shaq. Curry would have to hit some BS right now. Oh, he's going to the basket. Clay is wide open for 3, and he bricks it. Shaq goes back up. It's probably over. I'm actually just gonna get the hell out of here. Yeah, Clippers win this one. In game 7, the Suns just fought back with a 28-15 fourth quarter and are going to defeat the Nuggets. Michael Jordan has been eliminated. Jordan and Jokic to KD, Beal, Booker, and Bill Walton. Cleveland continues their hot streak. They're going to defeat Miami after a 3-0 comeback. The first one of all time. But, you know, that happens a lot in 2K. But, yeah, whatever. It is game 7, 30 seconds to go. Warriors up by 2. They have the ball. They'll probably get fouled. But the Clippers have one more shot to save their season. The number 1 seed, you would see both 1 seeds get eliminated if the Warriors hold on here. Curry's gonna have it. Oh, are they not fouling? Curry pulls the 3 and he misses it. That is a terrible shot. It's Steph though, so you know it's not a terrible shot, but it is because they had like 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass down PG, the ball gets tipped. Wiggins, but it's still gonna have with 17 seconds to go. Paul will pull up the 3 and that is off. Rebound by Shaq. Shaq quickly gets it out of his hands. Kawhi, 7 seconds to go. No timeouts. Up to Norm Powell with his hideous jump shot. He hits it. 4 seconds to go. They technically still have a shot. Pass in. Curry will get fouled with 3 to go. Last series of the first round right here, by the way. Curry will hit both. Definitely better to do that. Pass in. 3 seconds to go. Harden full court shot and he bricks it. Yep, that is a 3-point loss. Clippers are out of here. First round win for the 8-seeded Warriors. Second round we got Knicks versus Pacers, which is Dr. J versus T-Mac, and obviously the rest of the teams. Melo and the Cavs versus Scottie Pippen and the Sixers. Bill Walton and the Suns against, well, really, you know, KD, Bill Walton, Devin Booker and the Suns against Shaq and Curry and the Warriors. And David Robinson in Dallas against Hakeem and the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have been eliminated by the Mavericks. Hakeem's out of here. Luka, MVP Luka, David Robinson. The Sixers and Cavaliers are tied 125-125. It's a 3-2 series. I believe the Sixers are up. Or it might be the Cavs, actually. I don't know. It'll say it on the bottom in like 3 seconds. Pass down to Embiid. Embiid against Mobley. Joel, he will get not fouled. Okay. He just misses the layup. And yeah, it's Philly that's up 3-2. Donovan tied game 125. Back out to LeVert. LeVert guarded by Scottie Pippen. Melo's in the corner against Tobias Harris. Sam Merrill in the corner. Sharpshooter. He'll get the screen from Mobley. Sam Merrill pass it down to Mobley, and he'll get it around Embiid. 52 seconds ago, I saw D'Anthony Melton's trying to sub in. Embiid will bring the ball up for some reason, but it is what it is. He could do what he wants probably. Oh, well, actually, he's ISOing as well, though. Mobley on him, too. A fantastic defender. Back out, and Melo sags off. Tobias will miss. Embiid the rebound. He dunks over Karis LeVert in the paint. 37 seconds to go. Donovan back up the other way. Pass over Merrill for three, and that is good. Sam Merrill makes it a three-point game with 26 seconds to go. Maxey down by 3. He'll pass it down to Embiid. Embiid gets fouled, and the N1 over Jared Allen. You know what Jared Allen said. You remember his quote. If you know, you know. Shout out to Mitchell Robinson. 130, 21 seconds to go. Cavs have a chance to force game 7 right here, though. Screen by Allen. 5 seconds to go. Donovan pulls up the 3. That's off. Rebound by the Sixers. Chucks it up full court. That is off, and they're going to overtime. This might sound crazy, but I feel like in a few years, maybe 10, 20, because of how much better the NBA has seemed to continually be getting, the NBA will get to a point where it feels like this video. Like, you know how, like, because I was just looking and I saw that Scottie and Melo were, you know, posted up on the side during the jump ball. Oh, Garland open. That's off. Okay, that's a big miss. I saw they were posted up on the side. I'm like, man, just imagine another 2 legends on these 2 teams. I'm like, actually, I could imagine it. It'll probably happen. Where, like, you know, there's even more legends on teams than there are now. Scottie, he'll miss that shot. That's also a bad miss. An even worse miss because they were down by 3. Donovan for 3, and that might be game. That might be game. They're gonna force game 7. Embiid had 51, 17, and 7 in the loss, and Donovan had 41. Melo had 33, 8, and 14. Then Melo was broke his assist career high like 4 times already. The Suns just smoked the Warriors. Not series-wise, but in this game, I didn't even feel like jumping into this one. A 4-2 series. KD and Bill Walton will move on to play Dallas next round. The Knicks just let the Pacers go on a 5-0 run, and they have the ball. Indiana with a 1-point lead. 1:07 to go. 19 on the shot clock. Pascal goes left at Randall. Pascal back out to McGrady. McGrady guarded by Brunson. Interesting decision. Okay. McGrady pulls a 3. That's off. Rebound by Hartenstein up to Brunson. It's because T-Mac is actually at the 1, and OG wide open in the corner. Anunoby for 3. My God. 2-point lead for the Knicks now. They are down 3-2 in the series, so they need this win to stay alive. Pascal will bump Randall, go back, bump him to the right, to the left, and the floater is good. Brunson is just like low-key, he was babying T-Mac for a second there, and then like look at this, right? I've actually never checked what Brunson's strength rating is, but he's literally just backing down T-Mac all the way to the mid-range, and gets the screen, goes and pulls it up. He probably would do that, honestly, to T-Mac, or really most people. 24 seconds to go. Knicks with a 2-point lead. Tyrese is back in the game. Both teams got their starters back in. Passing to Tyrese. 21 to go. Tyrese goes left. He peruses around, hands it back off to McGrady. Another brick from T-Mac, and Dr. J will get fouled. Julius at the line. Not Randall, but Irving. First one is good. I didn't even realize I made them a Julius duo. Dr. J, the second one is good. 4-point lead for the Knicks. Pacers, no timeouts. Tyrese dribbles it up. Pass over to Mathurin. Mathurin pump fake. He'll take it. That is good. Pass into Brunson. Damn, they have 11 team fouls. Good God, the whole team should probably be fouled out by now. Brunson, the first is good. Probably 98%. The odds are he'll probably make both. Yep, there you go. Pacers still no timeout, but a chance to tie it now. Tyrese over to Mathurin again. Another 3. Mathurin for 3. 57% contested, and Benedict Mathurin just tied up the game single-handedly. The pass into, damn, you got a few options. Dr. J, top of the key. He will pull the 3, and that is good. Julius Irving, game, set, match. It is over. Knicks will force game 7, and Tyrese, I've never seen the ball just swing around the rim like that many times. Game 7 in Cleveland. It is a 2-point Sixers lead with 1:37 to go in this one. Pass into Donovan Mitchell. He's guarded by Kelly Oubre. I see Scottie in the corner against LeVert. For some reason, Tobias on Melo again. Luka has got to make some sort of feature where the best defenders just guard the best offensive players in these things. Melo will pull up the mid-range. That is off. That was honestly a pretty solid mid-range play for him, although it was 20% contested. Tobias gets it back out to Hield. Buddy will run the pick and roll. Embiid slips to the basket. Embiid passed down, stolen by Mobley. Mobley, Cavs still down by 2, and Donovan, he will pull up a garbage mid-range shot, but the rebound and the putback by Carmelo Anthony. He had Melo there the whole time. Game 7 for all the marbles. Tied game 129. Buddy Hield to the right. He'll get the screen screen from Oubre. He goes left, passes down to Embiid. You already know. He swings the pass, and Mobley on Embiid. Embiid back out. Oubre for three. That is good. 42 seconds left on the clock. Cavs down by 3. Mobley into Mitchell. Mitchell goes right. Screen by Allen. He's stopped by Melton. He pulls it up. He did get open eventually. Hey, I've seen that movie many times before in the rec center or pro-am or something. That man just crabbed him in a real, I mean, it's not real life, but in a real simulated game. Pippen pass down to Embiid. Embiid, the layup and one. Jared Allen with his 7th foul. And Embiid is about to extend it back to a 3-point game more than likely. Embiid at the line. The free throw is good. Donovan Mitchell down by 3 again. Can he do it again? Donovan goes right. He steps back. He pump fakes. He's got nowhere to go. Pass down to Allen. Allen in the post. A back screen set for Garland. Garland for 3. That is good. 7 seconds to go. Tied game again. In the last timeout, Philadelphia to try once again and get the win. This has been a bloodbath in the past minute and a half. Tobias into Maxey. Maxey, 5 seconds to go. Pass down to Embiid. That man Allen just jumped on the passing lane. Kind of sold. Embiid gets it, and that is it. That is the game winner. Joel Embiid to win the series. Donovan misses. It wouldn't have mattered. There was only 0.2 seconds. Joel Embiid wins the series and wills his Sixers to the next round. That, honestly, that was pretty elite. That was some of the best gameplay I've seen this year. Because, I mean, well, yes and no. You know, they get best shot making. In the last series of the second round, the Knicks and Pacers, game 7. Let's not even waste our time. The Pacers are going to win this one by 11 points. Dr. J tried his best. Brunson shot 15 free throws. But T-Mac also, it looks like, actually, it looks like Mathurin was the difference maker. Mathurin, after those other 2 threes, he hit 10 for 12 to come back and win the series. Or, well, they were up anyways. And for the last, before the finals, Pacers versus Sixers, you got T-Mac and the Pacers against Scottie Pippen in the Sixers, and Mavericks with David Robinson against Bill Walton. Suns overall, KD, whatever. The Suns have just been eliminated in 5 games. Luka Doncic, Kyrie, and David Robinson move on to the finals. Pacers are up 114-111, but the Sixers are up in the series. They are up 3-2. Passing to Scottie, and he goes around Mathurin down to Melton, and that layup is good. T-Mac, the screen. McGrady, pass down Smith, layup, that's good. Screen for Melton. Melton down to Embiid. Embiid layup is good. 1-point deficit for the Sixers. Tyrese back left. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Pass down Nesmith. Nesmith layup is off. Rebound. He tried to take that over Pippen. Maxey driving the lane. Maxey the spin. Pass down Embiid. Embiid layup blocked by Turner. 30 seconds to go. McGrady guarded by Maxey. Hands it off to Tyrese again. Screen set for T-Mac. Oh, Tyrese nearly stolen by Tobias. Pass down and McGrady just smoked Maxey on the back door. That's a 3-point lead for the Pacers trying to force a game 7. Pippen with the ball. 14 seconds to go. Embiid drives right. Embiid the spin. Embiid trying to body up. Pump fake to the post again. Doing nothing. Pass down Tobias. Tobias hands it off to Scott. Oh my, wide open. Buddy Hield, and he misses, and that is it. You got the best possible thing you could ask for in that scenario. I don't know what the hell they were doing. They're dropping streamers, confetti, whatever you want to call that. They're excited. They're going to 7. That'll be the last game in Indiana. Shoot, maybe of the season if they lose back in Philly. But you know, you got to keep your hopes high. Maybe make sure your players ain't high though. Anyways, they're losing to Philly. Yeah, they're down by 20, and they lost. Embiid finals MVP in the East and Luka in the West. Shoot, those were the, well, we didn't get to see any gameplay, I don't think, from Luka. 46 from T-Mac in the loss. But those are probably the 2 best players, both in, well, not I guess not the NBA right now, but well, in the sim. I'm not sure if Embiid has played as good of center competition. No. This is his first legend center he's playing against, which is David Robinson. And then 2K stupid, so they won't do it, but Scottie could guard Luka, so there you go. He'll be around. He'll be roaming. Luka 32, 11, and 15 to win game 1 by 5. Game wasn't close. They just probably hit a 3 with like 0 seconds to go. Sixers, that is. Luka, a 40-point win in game 2. 38, 12, and 16 from him. 30 from David Robinson. And Embiid with 10 for 22 shooting, 24 and 15. I really would not have put my odds on the Mavs smoking this so far, although they are looking like they're about to get smoked in this next game right here. They lose by 30. Scottie Pippen, it says, Well, he had a triple-double, but Embiid had 44. Maxey had 32. Luka shot 8 for 21. Kyrie 8 for 20. Philly trying to take both of their games on their home court, but Mavs having something to say about it. Tied game 120-120 with 122 to go. Luka, the screen by Robinson. He'll pull up 3. That is good. Takes a 3-point lead. Dwight Powell real excited on the bench. He's only been there for 20 years. Maxey down to Embiid. Embiid, the pump fake gets lively off balance, who for some reason is at center with David Robinson at the power forward. Luka taking Maxey to the basket, and also Scottie Pippen's at the, oh my goodness. Oh my God. That was one of the more unique 2K moves I've seen in a while, because this was just perfect. He goes left, perfect spin. Hold on. Go back. Evaluate this. Body up, bump him real quick. Okay, bet. He starts leaning a bit more to the left because he says, oh, you got the left. Now you give me the right. Oh, you give me the right. Bet he gonna lean more to the right, spin back, and the Luka lefty layup, which also too, the transition into the animation right here is seamless. He just picks up the ball, goes with it. That is the Luka layup package for sure. I didn't even know he had one, but he has to, because that's his layup. Buddy Hield, the screen by Embiid. Buddy back out to Pippen. Pippen over to Melton. Screen by Pippen. Melton at the top of the key. Screen by Embiid. Melton will pull the shot. That is off. Not the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Luka again. He behind the back corner. Dante Exum, and that is off. Timeout for the Sixers. They'll take their time to call up this last play. Maxey passed down to Embiid. Embiid, that's good. They cut it to 1. I guess that was the route they wanted to go, was take a quick 2. I mean, kind of quick. And okay. Yep, Melton just missed the 3, and they're gonna lose. They gave Melton another shot. I'm not gonna lie. I was taking a gander down at my phone and was barely even caught it. 46 from Embiid in the loss, 39 and 34 respectively from Luka and Kyrie. It's funny because the teams that went to the finals are really built around the players that they already had, primarily in terms of like pecking order. I mean, the Lakers with Larry Bird didn't even make the whatever the hell. Damn, this game is just, I was waiting for a bucket or something. Oh, there you go. Mavs score. Whatever. Let's see. 2-point lead with 12 seconds to go. Really, I could tell by the simcast that nothing interesting was happening. Now we're here, and why I jumped in with 2, because hey, if they miss a free throw, actually they really have to miss because they don't have a timeout. Luka will go to the line. Luka, is there a chance that your free throw could be down right now? Let's see. Luka, the first one is 100%. Yeah, I don't think y'all have a chance, man. I think it might be over. Let's see though. Hold on. Obviously that's gonna go in, but Sixers to maybe save your season. The bias for 3, that's off, and that is it. Dallas is gonna be your NBA champions year number 1. Screw it. We'll just watch the final celebration at this point. Scotty from half court. Yeah, you might as well hit that. He didn't though. Luka Doncic gets his ring with just a little bit more help. Luka Doncic takes over the league. Not more help than anybody else, but more help in his, perspective. Luka obviously wins Finals MVP. We're not stupid. 46, 10 and 10 is kind of wild. Luka 36, 11 and 13. I'm gonna go one more year, probably just one. Not as in depth with the earlier rounds. Maybe a few, who knows? But there is a draft. I do have the picks on. The Kings are gonna get the #1 pick, which that's the other thing I didn't do. They didn't really go over the teams that didn't make it. Utah, I'm not surprised that Utah without Iverson is terrible. There's only so much you could do to save Utah. Magic Johnson and the Pelicans were pretty bad. Kings with Tim Duncan. Rockets with Dominique. That's fair. Spurs with Oscar Robertson didn't make it. Obviously, you'd expect that him, Victor, and whatever. And the worst team was, unsurprisingly, Washington with Dwayne Wade. Although D-Wade, sorry. Also, Chris Paul and the Magic weren't that far behind. Jerry West and the Nets also wasn't surprising. Dwight Howard and the Raptors. Hornets with Wilt were 11th, and then everybody else that I haven't said yet made the play, and even the Pistons, and then Celtics too. Damn, Celtics didn't make the playoffs. That is wild. I think I put in the, if I didn't, I just sim past the point where I could save it. Yeah, no, this is the draft class, so there you go. Alexander Sarr, another big man to the Kings and whatever else. Yeah, sure. Even if I was like 16, 7, this like, because when I was like growing up as an NBA fan, so many drafts were so highly touted in terms of like prospects were going to be so good, and obviously even recent years. This year's is the worst year, like hype wise, I've seen since. I'm really sitting here thinking about this right now. I want to just say baseline 2013, like since the Anthony Bennett year, which yeah, obviously that's the worst. That's the worst one in recent history, aside from Giannis and CJ and Rudy Gobert. 41-year-old Chris Chris Paul got into free agency. That's kind of funny. They probably just released him or something. They literally they probably released him. There is progressions and things of that nature, but we ball. But yeah, because when you think back on like historically NBA draft, coming into as someone who's, you know, been around looking at social media all these years during draft time, 2014, come on now. That's when everyone was saying Wiggins was the next this, that, and that. You had Jabari Parker cooking at Duke. You had Joel Embiid, which is a huge thing out of Kansas. You had so on and so forth. 2015, you had Jahlil Okafor, I believe, won the national championship that year. I'm not even a huge college guy, but I was taking a quiz the other day with like the winners, and I remembered that. And then Towns was a huge phenom that year. D'Angelo Russell. Even I want to say Emmanuel Mudiay might have played. I think Emmanuel Mudiay played in China for his year, like Brandon Jennings did, instead of going to what's it called, college. 2016, come on now, it was Ben Simmons. 2017, come on now, we had Jason Tatum, Alonzo Ball, Markelle Fultz, and so on and so forth. 2018, you had Luka Doncic, who was actually one of the less, you know, whatever, prioritized players. Even Aiden, not crazy hype, but then it rounded out because you had guys like Trae Young was in there. He had the college run that was nuts. Marvin Bagley was actually pretty hyped up. Michael Porter Jr., guys like that. 2019, Zion. 2020, I want to say 2020, LaMelo, Cade. And it's like this year, there just isn't that guy. And it's crazy. I guess in a perfect world, it would have been Bronny James, but not even as a slight to him. He just isn't the #1 overall pick. I know they've been like trying to like snake him on social media lately, saying stuff like, oh, he's not even good enough to get drafted or whatever this year. You got to wait till 2025. Shoot, I don't know, whatever the hell he wants to do it. But yeah, shout out to Cody Williams, though. Jalen Williams from the Thunder, the small forward. His brother was in the draft this year. Luka wins MVP. Alexander Sarr, Rookie of the Year, played a little bit in Sacramento. Russell Westbrook, 6th Man of the Year. Scottie Pippen, DPOY. Did he get older? No, I think he got young. I don't know. De'Aaron Fox, he probably got, I don't know. De'Aaron Fox, Most Improved Player. Kareem, Clutch Player. Tyronn Lue, Coach of the Year. Clippers up there again, even though they lost in the first round last year, right? Or maybe they won. I don't know. I forgot already. Luka, Jokic, Chamberlain, Malone, Karl Malone, and Magic Johnson, the first team. Kobe, Trey, Julius Irving, Kevin Garnett, and Carmelo, second team. Hakeem, Joel, Scotty, Bill Russell, Oscar Robertson, third team. Here's defensive teams, and then there is no rookie teams. All right. Playoffs wise, there anybody I noticed that is new? Well, for one, I know my face cam's covering it, but Atlanta fell to the 7th seed this year. Miami's the 1 seed. Anything new? Like Boston made it this year. Detroit's here with Kareem. The Lakers with Larry Bird are here, and Magic Johnson's Pelicans are the 2nd seed. Surprisingly, I missed like the most important thing until last. The Heat won 58 games. The Clippers won 67, which is 17 more than anybody in their conference. The East is way more jam-packed than the West. The West looks like it's more, yeah, like the East, it looks like their elite teams like all got 40+ wins. 10 teams got 40+ over here, 8 teams. I mean, that's not much of a difference, but it is though, whatever. I don't think the Wizards are going to be joining us anytime in this video. Screw it. Let's just simulate playoffs. My bad, not simulate playoffs, but simulate the round. The Knicks lose first round. Warriors, Celtics, Thunder, Hawks, Mavericks, Pistons, and Blazers. Dallas is going to lose to Denver this year, so Michael Jordan will have a chance to advance to the 2nd round. They defeat the reigning champions. Screw it, let's go to the 2nd round as well. Let me see. Pelicans, they are going to get swept by Michael Jordan and the Nuggets. The Sixers are going to advance to the conference finals yet again, defeating Kevin Garnett and Chicago Bulls. Also, something I forgot to check last year too. League leaders, it's just Luka in points, then Trey, Curry, Kobe, and Kyrie. Rebounds, Akeem Olajuwon. Assists, Luka Doncic at 13. Damn, he's at points and assists. Jimmy Butler with steals, 3 blocks for Bill Russell, followed by Victor, and then field goal percentage, Bill Russell. You know, it's funny, I just saw a stat on Twitter, I think, where it was like Clint Capella has the worst around the rim field goal percentage in the league, damn near. It's maybe not exactly, but he's one of the worst. It's one of the reasons why the Hawks kind of suck this year. But yeah, there you go. Bill Russell, top of the league in field goal percentage. And round finishes it out with the Clippers making it to the conference finals this time. They defeat Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Larry Bird and the Lakers. So the Clippers go, you know, make their way downtown. And the Bucks, actually, Kobe Bryant's Bucks will defeat Dirk Nowitzki's Heat. So we're going to have Kobe Bryant's Bucks with Giannis at the 4, Bobby Portis at the 5, Chris Middleton and Dame against Scottie Pippen and Joel Embiid, again trying to make it back to the finals for the 2nd year in a row. And the Clippers and the Nuggets, Jokic against Moses Malone, Kawhi against Aaron Gordon, Paul George against Porter Jr. But then you got Michael Jordan against Norman Powell and Jamal Murray against James Harden. It's 3-1 in both series right now. The Nuggets have got the hell up and out of here in 5 games. And it is game 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals. A 3-1 comeback actually for, I think, I actually already forgot. Whatever. Screw it. It's game 7 either way. Sixers are going to go back to the finals yet again. Joel and Moses Malone are the conference champions, or whatever, MVPs, I should say. And it was actually almost a comeback for the Bucks, but they blew it. So yeah. NBA Finals, Joel versus Moses, Kawhi versus Scotty, so on, and Harden versus Maxey, Paul George in there, so on and so forth. Obviously, we'll have a new champion one way or the other, but it won't be, you know, Luka coming back and getting his, but it could be Embiid having 2 finals appearances. And well, yeah, it won't be him game 1. The Clippers, Kawhi Leonard 34 points to win this game. Next game, a 6-point win again by the Clippers. Paul George had 36 points, Malone 34 and 17, Harden 31-11. This man Kawhi only had 6 points on 2 for 10, and they still won. I mean, to be fair, yeah, there's a lot of good players on this team. Huge win by the Sixers, 26 point, 36 from Embiid. Close game here. This could be the end of the Sixers season. Technically, kinda. It would be a 3-1 lead for the Clippers if they're to win this game. And they have the ball up by 3 with 55 seconds to go. Pass into Kawhi. He's guarded by Kelly Oubre. The screen by Ivica Zubac. And Kawhi goes to the basket, pull up, mid-range, close shot, whatever. That's good. Either or. Tyrese Maxey between the legs to the basket, step back over to Oubre. Oubre in the post against Kawhi. Kelly back out to Tobias. Tobias over to Embiid. Embiid in the post against Zubac. Pump fake. Back out to Tobias. Literally a terrible possession, and it'll end with Kelly Oubre maybe hitting the worst shot I've seen, at least inside the arc. I feel like a lot of BS 3-pointers go in. That is one of the worst inside the arc shots I've seen in the longest time. 26 seconds to go. Kawhi will get fouled off rip. They had a 2-second differential, but I guess that's not the worst decision. But he also is a 100% free throw shooter. It's looking like a 100% chance. This game, actually, I don't think I've ever talked about it on this channel, but or really in general. But yeah, they low-key, when you're actually playing like users, bro, they made free throws so bad this year. They should have made free throws way more direct. It's literally rare if people, and I'll green free throws pretty often, or like friends will or whatever, but often for the standards of this game, like, you know, it's still not surprising if your friend shoots a very slightly early, slightly late, but then it'll be like 81% and just miss. I don't know. It's like almost like they remove 40% off of the odds. Anyways, Melton for 3, that's all. And Sixers, you might be cooked. You might be cooked, man. It looks like the Sixers might lose back-to-back finals. Call me crazy. I'm definitely about to just click simulate game, and that is it. Clippers win the championship. Moses Malone, most valuable player for his team. I'm gonna go one more year and call it a day. Chris Paul retired with the Raptors. Honestly, screw the draft. You guys probably won't be impactful enough by next year anyways. Honestly, just one more year to see if the Sixers will lose a 3rd straight ring. It is interesting though, because when I was adding Scottie Pippen to the Sixers, I'm like, there's probably better forwards I could add to this team. Well, not many, but also, to be fair, like when I think of better two-way scoring, also defending, also playmaking forwards to add, I mean, you'd also have like, I don't know, LeBron, who's still in the league. Like when I'm looking at the all-time rosters, you know, I'm like, is Scottie Pippen really the best one to add? Because they were the first team on the list. So I'm like, it just fit, right? I don't know. Also, too, like I said, I was trying to keep it balanced, even though the original dudes that were added to their teams, like Larry Bird to the Lakers, ain't really balanced. But shoot, he ain't done none. So I guess that's karma. Luka wins another MVP. Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, 6th Man of the Year. Scottie Pippen, DPOY. Ben Simmons, Most Improved Player. Hakeem Olajuwon, Clutch Player of the Year. Tyronn Lue, Coach of the Year. Luka, Jokic, Kobe, Karl Malone, and Wilt, 1st team. 2nd team, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, KG, Tracy, and Joel Embiid. 3rd team, Trae Young, Carmelo Anthony, Bill Walton, Julius Erving, and Dirk Nowitzki. Playoffs, anything new? Lakers are here again. Portland, he has an even higher seed. Sacramento with Tim Duncan made it. Magic's back. The Knicks are the 2nd seed down here that my face is blocking, by the way. Oh, the Nuggets just made out the play-in game, and so did Phoenix. Philly's still around. Kareem. Honestly, a lot of regular culprits at this point. Also, the Celtics didn't make it again. I didn't even say a word as I just skimmed through so far, but anyways, to the conference finals we go, and it is going to be New York and Cleveland. The New York beats Philly in 7 games, and Cleveland beats Indiana. Those are all teams that have had pretty decent success so far in the playoffs, and we're going to have a New York-Cleveland conference finals, Julius Erving and Carmelo Anthony matchup, and then the rest is the rest. You should know these teams by now. And then the Clippers and the Pelicans were able to get Portland and Dallas out of here. The 1 and 2 seeds. Clippers looking to repeat, but Magic Johnson has something to say about it maybe. Knicks get out of here 4-1, and Pelicans get out of here in 6. Clippers and Carmelo Anthony in the Cavs. I may have got weird and just clicked simulate, and actually the games weren't that close. One of them was by 6, the others were by double digits, one of them by 20. And the Cavs actually are up 3-0 and will sweep the series. Carmelo Anthony finals MVP. Cavs 13-point series win, or 13-point game and clinching series, whatever. Cleveland is your final NBA champions, with Dallas, the Clippers, and the Cavs winning 3 years consecutively. Luka probably had the most insane run, but these teams, honestly, as a whole, were better when it came down to it, and Dallas still made it to the second round this year, so that's solid, I guess. NBA standings wise, though, in terms of teams that didn't really show us nothing, Houston, what would, oh yeah, right, Dominique is over there. Thunder, surprisingly, with their incredible team in 2K, Vince Carter didn't move the needle, or actually even moved it backwards, maybe. Isaiah Thomas and the Wolves. Wolves not really that great in 2K as they are in real life, you know, currently this season. So I guess this isn't that surprising. Oh, Shaq and the Warriors actually, I feel like they made it, what, to the second round that 1 year? Yeah, they got smoked, I guess. Their future, whatever, they didn't develop because their team kind of sucks. Also, Victor never made the playoff. Hakeem, Ja Morant, and them, they got cooked this year, at least. Allen Iverson's Jazz never got good. Dwayne Wade's Wizards never got good. The Nets with Jerry West never got good. Chris Paul's Magic never got good. The Raptors with Dwight never got good. And the Celtics were surprisingly bad. And aside from that, every other team was kind of lurking around a little bit. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now, though. Here's the season stats if you care. It's been real. It's been fun, but ain't been real fun. Shout out to Malik Monk. I saw a comment that said he's the Kobe Bryant of Lance Stephenson's, especially when there's an overtime. You can subscribe to the channel if you feel like it. You have free will. Do whatever the hell you want in this world. And I'll see you on the flip side. Adios, toodles. Cut.